Hi, Murphy here for Sonic State and Amped. Today we're looking at the JTV-69. It's a Variax Line 6 modelling guitar, and basically you can get a Stratocaster, a Telecaster, a Gretsch, or a Gibson 175, various Les Pauls, sitars, resonators. You can get a whole host of things out of this guitar. Also different tunings, and you can mix all those together. So the variations that you can get out of it are just enormous. But first and foremost, we're just going to hear it as a standard guitar. This is
it's a Strat like.
It's a Stratocaster.
Anyway, yeah.
So here's a few sort of sounds.
So that's with none of the electronics kicked in. It's just a regular guitar.
That's it. That's it. It's just flat, and as a guitar itself, it's really nice to play. It's got great feel, lovely neck. Body feels quite petite in a way. It's got a nice shape to it, and
what's the action like?
Yeah, the setup's not great, but I'd just probably have it a little bit lower. But I think as I've played through all these different guitars as such, it's kind of nice to have something to battle against, because if the action's too low, then that wouldn't suit a Gretsch or a 175 or an acoustic. So it's nice to have something to battle against, you know. So after a while of playing, I've got used to it.
So let's have a look at the controls, right?
Okay, so as a regular Stratocaster, you've got your volume, and you've got your tone, and you've got your 5-way selector switch. And then here we've got the modelling. So you press to kick in, and then you scroll around for the different guitars. And now for each individual guitar, you've got different, not necessarily, you know, the front pickup. You've got different guitars on each setting.
So that's like a preset switch and the bank switch. So that's
exactly
like the bank and that's the preset. Oh, okay.
Exactly, yeah, yeah. And then here, we go into all the different tunings.
And what about battery and power? What's it got?
It's got a battery in the back, which allows, I think it's 12 hours of playing. So that's quite a lot, really.
It's like a video battery, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah, yeah. Yeah, just charge it overnight and it's kind of ready to go.
Telly?
Yeah, this is a few different Telecaster sounds. I think one's a 61 and a 68 Telecaster. So you know, there's quite a different, a lot of variation tonally, and they're all quite authentic. I think, you know, they're really they're really nice. You know, they sound good. They sound like tellies. The guitar's got 2 outputs, and we're going out of this line 6 output. Here's the line 6 cable, which is like an Ethernet cable. It's like an XLR casing, really. And it's coming out there, and you've got your 1/4-inch jack. And going into the Pod HD 500.
And that's coming out into the amp, right?
And that's into the amp, yes. Also, you can use a straight 1/4-inch jack straight into the amp, and the guitar works, you know, all the models work just the same.
So how do they hook up together?
Well, you can program separate patches into the Pod HD, which recognises all the sounds in the guitar. So I can pre-program patch 1, for example, and have a Gibson Les Paul.
So
and
it
then
changes patches on the guitar from the floor unit?
Yes, yeah.
I imagine that's quite handy.
So, well, I mean, really handy. So, you know, rather than fumbling about here, you know, mid-song, you can just do it patch by patch.
So that also changes the tunings as well, you can do, yeah?
Yeah, you can be in modelling mode or standard mode, which is just a straight Stratocaster, the guitar as it is, and then various different tunings. There's quite a lot of them: drop D, open D, blues G, open A, and even a baritone. So some of these work really well with like the Resonator guitar, or there's a banjo in here. So, you know, they're really handy for that kind of thing. Yeah, you can put your own tunings into the guitar. So if what's on here is not enough, you can customize by going to some software that comes with the guitar, and you can customize your own tunings.
Is that the workbench, so you can configure all the pickup, you can configure everything about the guitar?
Yeah, that's right.
Right, so you
Yeah.
get some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like a banjo, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? So also you can use the open tunings as we just said. Okay, we're going to check out a few sounds now. I've put so a rhythm part down with onto the Pod HD, onto the looper, with an outer phase Strat sound. We're going to start with a Telecaster. I'm going to switch to the Stratocaster. Okay, we're going to move on to Les Paul.
So you own a Les Paul
Yeah.
and a Telecaster.
Yeah. I've not heard anything that sounds as good as this that's trying to imitate those guitars. And you know, if you've got a Telecaster, you know all the things that you can get out of that guitar or a Les Paul. And you can't do that with this, but the sounds that are in here, you can do a lot with. And pretty much all the sounds that are in here are very, very usable. Okay, we're going to check out a couple of the Les Paul Gibson type sounds with the humbucking pickups.
output go up? Is it supposed to be
It does, yeah. So if you compare to the Strat and then you switch to the Les Paul, the volume's right up, as it would with a humbucking pickup. Here's sound based on a Gretsch.
nice? Very
Yeah.
good. Cole Perkins.
I think with some of the modelling guitars, you know, the sounds are much of a muchness, but these are quite distinctive, you know. They're very Stratty or Gibson-like. Okay, we're going to look at some semi 335 style sounds now. So I've just put in just a simple rhythm on the Pod HD.
So that was all sort of different pickup configurations of a 335.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. We'll have a look at the acoustic settings.
I mean, that sounds more like an acoustic with a pickup going through an amp.
It does, yeah. Pretty authentic. And now I think that's a Martin, and we've got a 12 string version of that.
Lloyd Cole.
Oh, was it like? I think that's another Martin. And here's a 12 string version of that.
So notoriously in model stuff, you get harmonics the trickiest things to do, right? How are they on this?
Pretty good. This is on a harmonics on the 12 string. You can hear a little bit of wavering there.
But on the whole?
On the whole, it's all right, you know.
Their latency's always been pretty good, hasn't it? So
Yeah, it's fantastic, yeah. Okay, there's a few more sounds. We're going to have a look at the jazz guitars. They're based on the 175, the Super 400.
Does it fit the bill?
Nice tone. In fact, yeah, it is a nice tone. It's very usable.
Speaking of tone, I mean, can you apply the tone on the guitar to these sounds? I mean, if you
Actually, that's another thing that we didn't mention on the acoustic models. The tone control, because you don't get, there is no tone on an acoustic guitar. So this is like how a mic would be placed.
Oh, so it changes the relative mic position?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Can we have a quick listen?
You can. So if I just go back to acoustic.
Subtle, you're sort of hearing
It
the
is subtle.
proximity effect.
Yes,
aren't you?
yeah.
Nice touch.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just on to the resonators, which are 2 resonators, 3 resonators, a banjo and
Is that a sitar or a choral?
it's a sitar. Nice. Yeah.
That painted black cover band?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Here's a resonator.
Oh brother, where art thou? So again, you know, these sound pretty authentic. I mean, they make... I'm hearing you playing them with kind of gusto. So
Yeah, because you get the feeling of each modelling guitar. It kind of feels like not that you're playing that guitar, but you get the sense of something that is a Gibson or it is a banjo, because they really sound like those guitars.
Comes with a nice case then.
Yeah, nice padded case, quite firm actually.
And accessories.
And we've got the charger for the batteries, and then we've got your workbench connectors.
And that's like a little USB, that's a sort of line 6 to USB adapter. And
Yeah.
Then
And then out and into your computer. We've got some Allen keys, which would be for if you want to take the neck off the guitar, and a Strat. Yeah, first of all, I'd like to just say that outside of all the electronics, it's a really nice guitar in itself. It's Line 6's collaboration with James Tyler, who's a well-known guitar maker from California. He's made guitars for Steve Lukather and Van Halen and made some quite outlandish guitars with a great reputation. And you can really feel some quality in the guitar. It feels nice, you know, the contours are nice. It fits nice to the body. I like the lock-in machine heads. Just makes it very simple for stringing your guitar. It stays in tune well, and it's quite accurate to play. You know, it feels good to play. So that's it as a guitar in itself. Then when you add everything else on top, it's quite a thing.
So who's going to use it? I mean, where do you think it's going to kind of score most?
Well, you know, when I was looking forward to using it because I expected something from this guitar, and it's definitely delivered. And I wouldn't have imagined that I'd use it in the studio, but after spending some time with it, I think I would. And I think some of the sounds are so good that you could definitely use them in the studio.
And in terms of live, obviously you've got all of that.
And in terms of live, if you're in a cover band, you're laughing with this. You know, the acoustic sounds are great, the resonator, the banjo, and then all the different, the semi-acoustics and the Gibson and the Strat. So if you're in that kind of situation, it's ideal.
So what kind of colours and configurations does it come in?
Well, this is the JTV-69S, which is the single coil configuration, 3 single coils. And this is obviously the gold. It comes in white, black, and tobacco sunburst. And then there's the JTV, 69, which is a humbucking pickup and 2 single coils.
Okay, and what about pricing?
About 14 $1,400 US and about £1,000.
Do you think that's good value?
I think it is good value, yeah. I mean, first of all, for a guitar of this quality, you're going to pay quite a lot, but then what you've got on top of it, yeah, I think it's worth it.